Can you see this? Is it in focus? Get in focus. In focus. Go on, get in focus. I'll put it up in the corner. I'll put it up here for you to see. It's an image that I uploaded to Instagram just a few days ago, but it's weird because I took the photograph over a year ago. I was in the United Kingdom in Norwich, lovely town. I was having a walk, lovely walk, and I passed this green lamppost, lovely green lamppost, and on the lamppost there was a sticker, and I thought, that looks, I think I just liked my own picture. And on the lamppost there was this sticker, and I thought that looks kind of cool. So I stopped to take a photograph, then completely forgot about it, and it stayed on my phone for months and months. And just recently I've learned about the story behind the image, and it's such a great story that I have to tell it to you. That's why I'm making this video. It's a story of true love, and it's a story about this man whose name is Keith. He is the owner of a fashion store in Australia, some Australian city. I'm not sure which one, but it's a story about love. And it's funny, isn't it? Love, we all know that there's no such thing as an easy pathway when it comes to love. But when love is in fiction and books and films, the problem is never inside the relationship. It's always external factors that forbid the love, for example. And this, in a way, is a fairy tale. And also there's this idea of the one, that on this planet there is only one person for you. That person is perfect, as the one would suggest. In Spanish they call it your media naranja, your half orange. I suppose the idea is that you're born into this world as a half orange, and it's your kind of purpose to walk the way oranges can't walk, so kind of to roll around to find your other half orange, and then to, before you dry up. I guess it's not very romantic, is it? But this is a story of Keith, this Australian store owner, fashion store owner, and true love, which is what he's found. The thing is that there's always problems, these obstacles we mentioned, and the first one is that Keith is already married. He's got a wife. They were never happily married, I'm going to guess, and they've always had their problems, and his wife suspects that there's something going on, and it's ugly, let's face it. It's true, isn't it? And the second obstacle, if you are married or if you're in a relationship and you meet somebody else, there's often going to be a possibility that you can just avoid that other person. Just don't meet up with them, forget them. But for Keith, that's not an option, because she's called Karen, and Karen works in Keith's store. And Keith can't get rid of her because she's indispensable. He just needs her too much. And so he sees her every day. There's no avoiding Karen. And this love has been growing. It's stronger and stronger. The third problem is probably the most serious one. Karen is not human. Karen, in fact, you can see her in the image. Can you see that? Karen is not the bicycle. She's not the lamppost. She is the cash register. Keith has found love in a cash register called Karen. Keith is what we refer to as an objectophile. And that is not a particularly romantic word. When did you last hear a romantic story involving an objectophile or objectophilia? I don't know of one. And this story comes from a Netflix series that some of you may know. It's called Lunatics. It's an Australian comedian called Chris Lilly, and he's created this series. There's these different characters. He plays each character. I think there's about 6 of them, and they've all got these big flaws. Keith Dick, that's his name. His big flaw is that he's in love with a cash register called Karen. But it's really good. It's really funny. It's supposed to be a documentary, but a spoof. I think you call that a mockumentary. And I really, really encourage you to watch this and see it through to the end. I'm not going to tell you what happens in the end, but I am going to tell you that it's a story, it's a celebration of love, and it's a celebration of acceptance and respect, because Keith is a consenting adult, Karen is a consenting cash register, and in some situations in the world, Keith would be persecuted for this because people don't understand it. It's different. But in this case, it's a celebration of one man's love. I'm almost going to cry. One man's love for his cash register. So really watch this. It's a really good series. And it talks to me. It really does. It's inspired me. Because, well, this is Lindsay. And I've shared a flat with Lindsay for 20 years, and over the years we've got kind of close. She's helped me in many ways, mostly in cooking and heating food, but in other ways as well. And I'd like to use this opportunity to introduce all my friends in the world to Lindsay. I would really appreciate it also if you would share this video, because it would be really cool if it would reach my parents, because I'm going to have some very awkward conversation with them very soon, and if this video reaches them, then it's going to, kind of make that easier, I guess, or at least so please do share this, and maybe like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.